Hello everyone, my name is Jayant Sharma and today I am going to present the first poem of your syllabus, that is a photograph. A photograph is written by Shirley Tolson. You will find that photograph we use just for a remembrance. Whatever happened, if it is captured in a snapshot or in a photograph, it reminds us the past events. In this poem also, Shirley Tolson wants to convey the same thing. First, we'll know about the author. Shirley Tolson has been writing books on the social history of the countryside since 1974. She is a leading authority on ancient tracks and draw roads and is the author of The Drovers' Roads of Wales and The Drovers' Roads of the South Wales. She was born on 20th May 1924. The introductory lines of this poem. The cardboard shows me how it was when the two girl cousins went paddling, each one holding one of my mother's hands, and she, the big girl, some 12 years or so. All three stood still to smile through their hair. The cardboard, it shows that the frame, the photograph, the cardboard shows me how it was. So Shirley Tolson, she is remembering, she is recalling those past events when her mother, she was a younger child, when the two girl cousin went paddling. So mother, she went with two girl cousin for paddling. Paddling means just for surfing, or you will find that the seaside area where they are walking, each one holding one of my mother's hand. You will find that in this picture also the two girl cousin, and in the center the poetess mother, and she, the big girl, some 12 years or so. She is not confirmed, but she says that my mother, the big girl in the center, she is about 12 years old at that time when the photograph was captured. All three stood still to smile through their hair. They stood there, and you will find that smile through their hair means that is the seaside area where the wind is blowing, and you will find the photograph which was captured at that time, they were smiling. So in this first stanza, the poetess wanted to convey that the three children, among them in the center, her mother, she is the big girl and she is of 12-year-old. She went for paddling with her two girl cousins, and this photograph was captured at that time. Smiling through their hair at the uncle with the camera. So they were smiling just because the uncle, here is one of the character which is introduced, that the person who was capturing the photograph. So uncle with his camera. So he was capturing the photograph. A sweet face, whose sweet face is mentioned here, that is of poetess mother. So a sweet face, my mother's, that was before I was born, means this photograph was captured when the poetess was not born. It's very sure that poetess mother, she is 12-year-old girl, and this photograph was captured at that time. So a sweet face, my mother's, that was before I was born, and the sea which appears to have changed less, washed their terribly transient feet. You will find the sea which appears to have changed less. By the time you will find that the mother, that 12-year-old girl, she grew up, she got married, and then she has the child Shirley Tolson. But you will find the sea which was changeless. There is no change in the sea, but the change occurred definitely in these children, the 12-year-old girl mother and the two girl cousin also, watched their terribly transient feet. Transient feet word is used as you can see the picture. When we walk on the sand, you can get the footprints afterwards, but when the waves washed their transient feet, means that is a temporary one. The same thing, it's a philosophical idea also, that the mortal and immortal things. So changeless sea, that is the immortal one, but mortal things like human beings. So here you will find sea which appears to have changeless. There is no change in the sea even after 20-30 years, washed their terribly transient feet. But the human beings, they are mortal one. So you will find in the last stanza where you will find that mother is no more now. So definitely the human beings, they are not changeless, they are changing day by day, and even they have this age which is growing, and later on they will die also, but the sea will remain same. In the photograph, the changeless sea. Some 20-30 years later, she would laugh at the snapshot. If mother will see the same photograph which was captured at that time when she was only 12 years old girl and the two girl cousins were there with her, some 20-30 years later she would laugh at the snapshot. Definitely mother, if she could have seen that photograph, she would have laughed at the snapshot. See, what will she say? See Betty and Dolly. Now you'll find that in this stanza, the two girl cousins, those who were there, their name is mentioned, Betty and Dolly. So see Betty and Dolly, she would say, and look how they are dressed us for the beach. Now definitely if she would see this photograph, then she would laugh at it, and then she will say how they were dressed just to enjoy that picnic on the seaside area. The sea holiday was her past. Whose past? The sea holiday was her past, means my mother's past is the sea holiday, because when she was 12-year-old, at that time the photograph was captured. And mine is her laughter. In this line, she is trying to show that she has lost her mother. Mother is no more now, and her laughter becomes her past. Both arrive at the labored ease of loss. As mother could have seen this photograph, she could see the loss, that particular child's carefree look. And here the poetess, she has lost her mother too. So both arrive at the labored ease of loss. They are trying to compensate this thing. Now she has been dead nearly as many years as that girl lived. So here you will find that my mother, Shelley Tolson says that my mother died. She has been dead nearly as many years as that girl lived. So approx 12-year-old that girl child was at that time when the photograph was captured. So she lost her mother 12 years back. And of these circumstances, there is nothing to say at all. It's a silences. You will find that mother is no more, and in this circumstances, in this situation, there is nothing to say at all, and it's silences. The poet is showing that this silence, when the Shelley Tolson, she is having that photograph in her hand and she is looking at that particular photograph, the silence surrounds her, and at the same time this silence increases because the mother is no more now. In this poem, there are few poetic devices which are used. In the first one, that is alliteration. Stood still to smile. Alliteration shows that in a line, the sound is repeated as stood still to smile. In the same way, terribly transient, 20, 30, and silences. My mother. So, in all such kind of lines, you will find that the two words which are used, they have the same starting sound. The next poetic device which is used here, that is transferred epithet. Washed their terribly transient feet. You will find that the feet are shown as the image of the human being. They are mortal one, and after some time they will die surely. So this sea has washed their terribly transient feet. It shows that. And the oxymoron, labored ease. Oxymoron shows always the two opposite things, labored also and ease also. One, that is hard efforts, the other one is very simple. So two words which are used in a particular line, which conveys the two different opposite meaning. So that is oxymoron. Now I would like to tell you the summary of this particular poem in a very short way. The poet describes the photograph that captures interesting moments of her mother's childhood when she went for a sea holiday with her two cousins. Poet draws a contrast between the sea in which the girls are standing and their transient feet to suggest shortness of human life and slow changing sea. Here you will find that the human beings are mortal one and the sea is immortal. It changes very slowly. Poet also recollects how her mother would have laughed at the photograph and felt disappointed at the loss of her childhood days. Poet's mother has been dead for 12 years. In this situation, she feels very sad and lonely. This loss has left her speechless, but she has learned to reconcile with this loss with great difficulty. Now you will find that the summary of this poem, stanza wise, we can go through. The cardboard shows me how it was when the two girl cousins went paddling, each one holding one of my mother's hand. And she, the big girl, some 12 years or so, all three stood still to smile through their hair at the uncle with the camera. A sweet face, my mother's, that was before I was born, and the sea, which appears to have changed less, washed their terribly transient feet. This is the first stanza. And this picture shows that how the uncle was capturing the photograph of these three cousins. Here is the explanation. The cardboard here, it refers to the photo frame, that is the photograph, showed the speaker how life was when the two cousin sisters went paddling. Here it means walked barefoot in the shallow water. Paddling word is used here for that. With each one of them holding the speaker's mother's hand. The bigger girl of the cousin sisters must be about 12 years old, and that big girl is the mother of the poetess. All three of them stood still, shoulder to smile through their long hair at the camera, whose picture was taken by the uncle holding it. The mother had a sweet and pleasant smile before her child was born into this world. The sea in which they were paddling, which seemed to not have been changed, washed their terribly transient feet, their wet feet. Some 20-30 years later, she would laugh at the snapshot. See, Betty and Dolly, she would say, and look how they dressed us for the beach. The sea holiday was her past, mine is her laughter. Both wry with the labored ease of loss. Now she has been dead nearly as many years as that girl lived, and of these circumstances there is nothing to say at all. It's a silence, silences. Now the next stanza here, when the two, if she has seen this photograph, then how it was. So after 20-30 years later, the mother took out the photograph and laughed at the snapshot. The two cousin sisters were Betty and Dolly. Now it is revealed that the two girl cousins were Betty and Dolly. She found it so hilarious at the manner that they dressed up for the beach. The sea holiday was her past for the mother, while it was laughter for the speaker. Both mother and daughter wry, produced by a distortion or lopsidedness of the facial features. You will find that the poetess mother, she is definitely disappointed with this thing. At the same time, the poetess also, she is disappointed, or she feels sadness just for the loss of her mother. Abnormally bent or turned to one side, twisted, crooked, devious in course or purpose, misdirected, contrary, perverse, distorted, and perverted, as in meaning, bitterly or disdainfully, ironic or amusing, at the labored ease of loss. Labored ease of loss, once again, it's an oxymoron, where she is finding it difficult to compensate that loss or to accept that loss. But now the mother has been dead for the past few years, just as one of those cousin sisters lives. Out of all these circumstances, there is nothing else left to say. The matter is closed and silence has sealed its fate. Now these questions, you will find there are few important questions which are there in this video. You can stop the video and then you can go through these questions. It is available in the PDF form also. I'll share the link for the notes of the PDF file. Thank you. Thank you so much.